second language. So it could be English, French, Hindi, whatever is the second language. This is the best way of teaching a second language. Going back to the earlier slide, if you recall that immersion slide, just taking things forward from there is how to learn a language. Immersion totally aligns to learning a language the way we learn our first language. And research has proved that learning a second language is best learned in the way we learn our first language. And if you recall the process of learning a first language as a baby, the first step is listening, right? Which Farida did speak to. As a 6-month, a year, 7-month, 8-month babies, you just keep listening to whatever your people around you speak, your mother, your father, or your grandparents. And the other side, if you see the mother or the father, they do not think twice whether my child is understanding that language or not. There are no translations happening at that time, but the person is using a lot of gestures to talk to, and maybe the child is now relating things, and after some time the child starts comprehending. So every time the child sees mama's face, there's a smile. The child links the word mama, or he hears the word mama and he starts looking around because he knows this baby would come in. Or if the child is hungry and you show him a milk bottle or you say milk, the child starts responding to that with babbling or things, so that he starts to make sense of few words which he sees every day, or he listens to them and he links it with the gestures of the objects. Then he starts to speak as a year old, or maybe a little earlier, but he speaks only few words, right? And that may not be correct, not pronounced so clearly. And then he speaks small phrases and sentences. But at this time, if you go back as parents or as people in the house, we are very patient with the child, and we do not think that there is a need to translate because that's my mother tongue. But that mother tongue can be a second language for somebody else, which will become as difficult or as easy. And that's why we have to see is the ease with which the child learned and the period. During that period, there were no translations happening. The child was only listening to that language, and slowly the child was encouraged to speak words and then phrases and sentences, and then he learns to read and write. Whereas when we come to English as a second language, the first thing we want as parents is to start recognizing ABCD, alphabets. And then A for apple, A for ant, B for bat, B for ball. And then don't memorize few sentences. And that parents think is learning English. Whereas the very first two stages of learning a language, that's listening and speaking and listening, comprehending, and then learning to speak, have been just jumped on. We just gone on to reading and writing, and with that comes a little speaking, but that's without any context or without any meaning. And that's what we're going to discuss in immersion is how do we make it as natural as the first language so that the child learns it like a first language and he speaks the way we speak our first language. We never kind of translate within our minds how do we say this, and that's what is very, very important in terms of immersion. And just to go, it's a program that teaches children to listen, speak, read and write in a second language, surrounding them with instructions in that language. And that's what the teacher has to do. You as teachers are very, very important doing this, and for that, we do a little activity. We believe this is ideal for young learners or rather any age. Also, it's the same way the way we learn a natural language, so that's the best way to learn a language without having those jitters or that nervousness or things. It's very comfortable learning that language. And the way we are so fluent in our mother tongue, we are fluent in our second language also. Before I move on to the next slide, I want you to divide into 3 groups and we number ourselves. So let's start with 1. Say it aloud. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, you will be 1. 1. You will be 2. question goes to group 3. The first question is, how can teachers support what they say so the students understand? The second is, how can teachers make it easier for beginners to modify their language? How can they modify their language, and how can they build self-confidence and encourage communication? I'll be giving you these three as a group. Points, put all the points, and then one person will share with the other group. So one of you can come and collect this. Group number 1, who's group 1? Here. Group 2. Group 3. Now just move your chairs and make 3 small circles so that all the 1s are together, 2s are together, and the 3s are together. So you may just keep your chairs there. Group 1 can come here, group 2 somewhere in the middle, group 3 that side. So that you know your position.